Welcome back to the DIY Dad. Today we are going to smoke some ribs, some St. Louis style spare ribs using the 3-2-1 method. So I'll show you how we're going to do it. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is get our grill going, and as you can see I've lit the fire and I've put some chunks of apple wood in here to give us a little smoke. And we're going to be cooking over indirect heat today. So I'm going to put our heat deflectors in, and then we'll put our grill grates on top of that. And we're going to let this grill come up to about 225 degrees. That's where we want to be cooking today. So we'll let that come up to temperature, and then we'll prepare the ribs. Okay, while our grill's warming up, we're going to prepare these ribs. And what I'm going to do, I've got a rack of St. Louis style spare ribs. It's about 3.5 pounds. It's a full rack, so it's a little bit larger than what I might normally do. But what I'm going to do is put a little mustard on here, and that's going to act as our binder for the rub. So get that just nice and spread out on there, and then we're going to give it a liberal coat of rub, and then we'll let it sit for about 10 minutes, give it a chance to adhere, and then we'll flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Now that we've got our grill up to about 225, 230 degrees, we're going to put our ribs on, and I've got a rib rack, and I'm just going to set those right like that, and they'll shrink up as they cook. And we're going to let that go for 3 hours. So we'll see you back in 3 hours. Okay, we've been going 3 hours. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these ribs off the grill, and we're going to put them on some aluminum foil here, and we're going to take about, I don't know, half a cup of apple juice, and we're just going to pour it all on there. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the meat side down so that it really soaks into the meat, and then we're just going to wrap it in foil. We're going to put it back on the grill for another 2 hours, and after that we'll come back and we'll go for the final hour, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, we've been going for 2 more hours for a total of 5 hours, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the ribs off, and I'm going to take them out of the foil. And for the final part of this cook, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down just a piece of foil here. That's just to really keep everything clean. And I'm going to transfer the ribs to that. Boy, you can see it's just coming right off the bone. And I am going to, for the last hour, about every 15 minutes or so, I am going to baste this with some barbecue sauce just to keep it wet. And like I said, we'll do this every 15 minutes for the next hour, and then these things will be done. But these are looking great. All right, so we've been going 1 more hour, basting it with barbecue sauce every 15 minutes, and these things are ready. So that's a total of 6 hours on the grill, 3 hours on the rack, 2 hours wrapped in foil with apple juice, 1 hour basting with barbecue sauce. We're going to take these off, let them rest just a few minutes, and it'll be time for supper. I want to show you what you get when you use this method. Look, you can just see how readily and easily that bone comes out, and so that's the benefit of using the 3-2-1 method.
That's delicious. Be sure to smack that like button. We'll see you next time on the DIY Dad.